Hey everyone, I'm C-Pro and I'm here with my now former client who just got off their 90-day online transformation with my program. And Ezra is here today. This is the second day training with me. Yesterday we did legs, today we did chest and a little bit of shoulders, and it was pretty brutal nonetheless. But I wanted to dive in more on Ezra's journey with my online program, and I'm just going to allow him to kind of briefly introduce himself, and then he's going to share his story and his transformation, what he benefited from the program.
It was great. I was a little bit scared in the beginning, right? Because I've never done something like this before.
Okay.
But it was challenging. It was all up to me because it was online.
Right.
But you were there, always, texting me, letting me know, hey, you get your way in, make sure you work out. So your coaching, I found, was on point for me.
Okay.
It was a good fit.
Yeah.
And I started, to put in my numbers every day, and man, it was just, my numbers were going down. I was losing weight unbelievably.
Hey, so every 3 days, every day, we started off every day just to see where your weight would go, and it was in the right direction,
yeah.
Slow. Now, most people find it challenging to stick with something, and they're constantly on this yo-yo diet effect. That's what we call it, when you're not sticking with something, you're constantly changing. So how did the meal plan work out for you?
I got really good at cooking. I mean, I was doing my foods. I was eating 3 or 4 times, 5 times a day.
Normal stuff, right?
Yeah. I mean, I got really efficient at it. I started to know when I go into the shopping store, I pretty know what I wanted.
Yeah.
And
it made shopping a lot more easier, right?
I want this, I want that, I want that. No looking around.
Good. And so what the program is basically about is to rejuvenate your gut health. So what the program Ezra just got off of was basically wholesome foods.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. Obviously, process. We cut that out. And you'll obviously see with his transformation that the significant change and impact that it had on his body. Believe it or not, skin looks healthier. I mean, talk about your energy. What about that?
My energy was up. I mean, I used to I work in an office. I was dragging every day at the end of the day, always drinking coffee, trying to get my energy up. But I don't need that no more.
Yeah.
I just drink a little bit of tea, water, and I'm good.
Wow, I like that. So let's touch up on the caffeine aspect of it. So were you a heavy coffee drinker?
Yeah, 2 or 3 times a day.
2 or 3 times a day. Now there's people out there who are drinking way more than that, just to get their energy, to get themselves through their work hours, and that's a lot of coffee. There are a lot of benefits, don't get me wrong, to drinking plain black coffee, but when you're consuming that amount of caffeine, that can take a toll on your whole life, your energy. So the fact that you were able to kind of like weed yourself off and depend on just food for energy, I mean, how was your sleep?
Oh man, I used to have trouble sleeping. I used to wake up all the time, and now that I just cleaned up my food, no sugars. I know I go to bed at a certain time every day. I have a watch that tells me how I'm doing with my sleep.
Yeah, good.
I go in deep sleep, and I wake up and I feel good. I feel ready to go.
Good. A lot of Americans these days are having a lot of trouble because of the lack of sleep. They're not allowing themselves to come to a complete rest at their bed and then being able to transition into a deep sleep. We have so many things that are just stimulating our mind. Believe it or not, the artificial lighting, the light that comes from your TV, the light that when you're in your bed and you're looking at your phone, that's stimulating your brain, telling yourself it's pretty much not time for me to go to sleep yet. So that's what happens. We don't end up falling asleep long enough, and we stay up for long periods of the night. And sleep is part of a healthy lifestyle, because without that, your mood's gonna go downhill, your energy's gonna go downhill, just your whole surrounding environment, really.
Gotcha.
So as far as the workouts, were they easy to follow? And what were you using when you were receiving my workout?
Well, you provided this program on our phones that we can track, put our weight in, we know exactly you know, what we have to do. It has videos. It shows us exactly how much weight,
Yeah.
and it tells us how many. It gives us reminders, right?
Yeah. That's right. So I don't have my phone. It's actually right there, but this is where my phone would go. And now you can actually get where Ezra was getting all his workouts illustrated right from his phone. Easy to follow. You put in your reps, the amount of rep ranges that you accomplished that day for that in particular exercise. And if you come up to an exercise, you just hit play, and the exercise actually performs it right there on your phone.
Exactly.
So you know how to execute each exercise
Yeah.
safely, of course.
It was good, and it had a dashboard which showed me, you know, my weight dropping. You know,
Yeah.
going down. So that was good.
Well, that's a good motivation. When you start seeing things visually, you start feeling better, and just overall energy, good energy, you know. So that's a really good thing. Is there anything out there that maybe you can probably help somebody with? Well, before that, let's talk real quick about what else is going on in your environment. What other changes had happened? I know you have a son and your father.
So my son has started to work out with me. He follows what I do.
Yeah.
I'm training my son, so he's real excited. He's 13.
Yeah.
So he's in that age where he wants to explore.
Yeah, right.
And then my dad, he was on a lot of meds, you know, for high blood pressure and stuff. He's 85, but just with the diet alone that we're doing, I mean, incredible change. You know, his appetite for sugar and stuff has gone down. His caffeine's gone down.
Yeah.
He backed off a little bit on the meds.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It's
great.
you know, not to be rude or anything, it's not a surprise for me because I know the effects of healthy eating can have on the human body when it comes to someone who's on medication. So there's no surprise for me on that part, but for you and for viewers out there that don't understand, you know, processed food, let me tell you, eating that way for a long period of time can have a significant impact on your health in general. Medication after medication, these doctors nowadays, that's their cure for everything. Here, take 2 of these and let us know how you feel. Honestly, the moment that Ezra changed his lifestyle, his eating habits, it's a trickle effect started to happen. Not only the transformation started to happen from within, but it started to happen from within his environment, in his roof, with his family. It started with his 13-year-old son and his 65-year-old father, 85-year-old father. You know, so that in itself is a blessing. It's almost like a deal for me. You know, I think we all made out on this one because not only I got to help you, but it extended so much further than that. And that's one thing that I would like for everybody to understand. This program, it's very simple. You know, it's not a one size fits all, you know, because everybody does come in different shapes and sizes. So the program is geared and designed to fit your lifestyle. And in that part, I mean, it worked lovely.
And you know, and I think that the discipline that you gain out of this helps out in other parts of your life, right?
Right.
Because you're focused. You're on point. You're focused.
Right. And that is the main thing because you have to start off with a foundation. If you don't have that foundation, how are you going to build from there? Like where it comes, the focus and the discipline, and that is also a huge factor when you want this to happen long term. You know, you don't want this to end once the 90 days is up. You want to continue this because you know now the benefits that you gain from it. You feel better, you look better, your confidence is through the roof. You know, I just can't wait for summertime. I want to see a picture of you at the beach with your son, with your shirt off, without no fear whatsoever, knowing that, you know, you are 100% confident, comfortable with this vessel that you have.
Awesome.
You know?
Yeah.
So, dude, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you have it, everyone. Ezra just completed his 90-day online training with C-Pro Nutrition. You can definitely follow me, click that link, follow me on my page. If you want to know more about my program, just click the link on my profile on my Instagram page, and there you'll be able to schedule a call with me. All right, guys. See you. Happy New Year to everyone. This concludes C-Pro for 2020, 2021. I can't wait. All right?
Good.
All right.